So we're here talking to Gwen Probert about her recollection of her hockey days with the Bencubbin Hockey Club that are celebrating their 70th anniversary, 70th birthday. Gwen, you can't make it to the event, but we'll talk a little bit about what you remember from your hockey days. So to kick it off, what's your first hockey memory, even as a kid, before you joined the club? What's the first memory you've got of playing hockey?
I was very nervous because I remember that Bencubbin was one of the best teams in the association. I came from Carnoppin, who were the Downers, and Bencubbin were, premiership quality, and so I was really nervous. And I always played as a halfback, even for Carnoppin, and usually left halfback or centre sometimes. And I guess it was a big step up for me to go to Bencubbin, and of course it was the old sand field or whatever we called them.
So how old would you have been at this point? Obviously you're talking about like maybe a first game, first hockey game or something?
For Bencubbin, It was approximately most likely 1970. I played for Bencubbin once we were married and had 4 or 5 years there. It wasn't turf in those days, so if it was raining, you had big puddles to play through on the ground, just soil, and you had it was really hard going in the wet with the rain and everything.
So during that stint with Bencubbin, you had the kids hanging around, and so you had to juggle the kids and playing hockey?
Yes, well, my husband Chris always came to the game and minded the children and sat and watched the game, obviously. But we travelled all over the wheat belt, wherever our team was allocated the game for that weekend. And I would have been, you asked about my age, I would have been about 20, 19, 20. I was married very young, so 18, 19, 20. Started playing for Bencubbin.
Now, rumour has it that you were a captain at one stage of the side.
Yes.
And perhaps a successful captain at that. Is this true?
Yes, we won the premiership in the Dampier Hockey Association that year. Could not believe it.
What year was that?
Well, I can't quite recall exactly. It could have been possibly 1972 perhaps.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I've got no paperwork or anything.
Right. But you're a captain that year?
Yes.
Any idea how you became captain of the team?
Not really, no.
So you won the grand final. Were there celebrations after the match?
Yes, there were indeed, and I'll never forget that because I don't know if it was a customary thing for the captain to scull a jug of beer. I did never drink beer, and it was a really hard undertaking, but they're all yelling, "Scull, scull, scull" at me. And I can just remember the taste, and I did it, and I bolted for the door. It was really hard going, but I did it, and I kept it down. But
did you hand over the captaincy after that?
It was a great honour. Yes, that was the time I was captain that year, and I could not believe that the year I was captain we won the premiership. It was really very exciting and a great honour to be captain.
Do you remember who that was against and perhaps what the scores might have been? Did you win convincingly?
No, I couldn't. I cannot remember anything like that. There's most probably records of all of that, but I can't, off the top of my head, I can't remember.
Anything you want to say to the members of the Bencubbin Hockey Club?
Definitely. I think it's a fantastic thing that they're celebrating 70 years as a club, and they're still going. As we all know, the wheat belt towns, the numbers are dwindling, and I think it's a really fantastic thing, and I want to congratulate them all and just, I'll be thinking of them throughout their celebratory times.
Excellent. Well,
And
that's
well done, everybody in Bencubbin.
That's former premiership captain Gwen Probert, nee Purdy. Thanks very much.
Thank you all very much.